Stampers, this is Kim with Great Inspirations. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, which is my very last one for my Stamp Happy Holidays series for 2023. And over the past 3 months, we've made a lot of cards, we've made a few tags, and I've shown you a few ways you can make little folders or boxes to gift your tags. But today I thought we would just take a look at some quick treat packaging and gift card packaging. Now, every one of these packages, whether it be for gift cards or to give a little treat like cocoa or candies, these are not new. None of these are new. Some of them I have my own twist on, but what I like about them, you can make them up fairly quickly. So for example, if you, I need a gift for one of the teachers at school or the teacher's aide, or I want to leave a little something for the mailman, or you might even be, what can I do as a party favor? Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. What can I give guests as a party favor? And these right here may be your answer. So without further delay, we will start looking at how I created these pouches and gift card holders. And as always, there is a corresponding blog post for this video. And in that blog post, my voice is really going, but anyway, in that blog post is where you will find all of the cutting measurements, supply list, and a little more information about the projects. And the link to that blog post will be found in the description of this video. So here you see we have an array of treat pouches, and these are gift card holders. So let's walk through how I made each of them. We'll just remove all of these, and we're going to start with this little gift card holder. And this is super simple, and I call it a ribbon pull gift card holder, because when you pull on the ribbon, there's your gift card. And then you can just push it right back down. It goes right back in there. So you can pull it to get the gift card out and push it down. So when they say, oh, it's a gift card, and then they can put this with their other gifts, belongings, put it in their pocket, whatever, and their little gift card will be safe and secure right inside this little envelope that you've made. So in order to make this, going to need some cards, or well, not cardstock. You could make it with cardstock, but cardstock is just a little thick in my opinion. But you will need some designer series paper, and that paper should be 5.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. Now you want to pay attention if you have a design that needs to be upright. When I say 5.5 inches tall, then this is the 5.5 inches tall. It's been folded and everything. But so you want everything to be pointed up. But when you put it in your trimmer, let me just show you real quick. So you want it to be at 5.5. Well, you're going to have to put it, see, I want this, I've already scored this, so I want this to look like this with the lights going this way. So here's my 5.5 inch side, here's my 5 inch side. But let's say that this was a larger sheet of designer series paper and I need to cut it to 5.5 tall and 5 wide. Well, for the tall, I'm going to turn it this way. So whatever direction your designer series paper needs to be, like basically pointing up, you turn it to the left. And then There you go, 5.5, and you'll cut it. And then, of course, you would cut it at 5 this way, which when you're looking at it on the trimmer, it kind of looks like that's the tall way, but it's not. This is the tall way. This is a shorter way. Okay, so we have that. And now the other thing, I have a little diagram here, and this is on my blog as well, on that corresponding blog post. So we have our paper that is 5.5 by 5, and you're going to score it along the 5-inch side at 2 1/4, and then at 4.5. Then along the 5.5-inch side, you're going to score it, put it in your trimmer, and score it at 4 3/4. And then we'll have all these score lines, which we'll get the bone folder and just crisp them up here so we can see them. We have the one at the bottom. And so now, if you look on the diagram, we have to get rid of this side, this piece right here, and this piece, this little piece right here. So I will get my scissors, and I like to cut it from the back. It's just easier for me to see. Just going to trim this right away. And then this little tiny piece right here. Okay. So we'll just get rid of those, and then we'll look on our little chart again. And right here, so we have this piece left, and we need to miter these corners just a bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little. And there we go. And now we are ready to use some adhesive and close up our little envelope. So I'm not putting any adhesive on the inside of this little flap. Actually, I don't think I'm putting any adhesive on it at all, come to think of it. But now you can use tear and tape, or you can use Stampin' Seal Plus. It just should probably be some strong adhesive. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just going to run it along the edge right here. Fold this up, and then just fold. Now wait a second, is that right? Oh, I do need to put adhesive right here on the, right there, because we want to fold this over. And then there we go. I knew something didn't seem quite right. So we're going to put adhesive along this flap, and then on the right side, the side that you want to be showing of the Designer Series paper, on this little flap. Okay, so we've got that, and now we're going to need to punch a hole in the top, and I'm going to use my crocodile to do that, and I'm going to use the larger little tooth there. Just get this in here. Get it as close to center as you can, and you want to leave a bit of space, I don't know, 1/4 inch or so at the top before you punch. It can be a little more. I think, there we go. That's not quite center, but it'll be okay. And then we're going to take some ribbon, and this is about 18 inches of ribbon, and a gift card, and this isn't a gift card. As you can see, this is from New Day USA. My husband, he was in the military, and he gets these offers in the mail quite frequently. So instead of throwing these away, I use them in my craft room. So we're going to put the ribbon around the gift card, just like this, and slide it into our little envelope here. And then we're going to just fold our little ends to the ribbon and thread it through the hole. And then we're going to take the other side and do the exact same thing. Thread it through the hole. And then we're going to kind of even it up just a little bit there, like that. And now I'm going to push this card down as far as I can get it. I think my ribbon's a little twisted. There we go. And then I'm just going to tie a little knot at the top here. Like I said, that was about 18 inches of ribbon. Okay, and there we go. There's our gift card. Just push it right back down. And then, of course, you can embellish this with the... I seem to have lost my mat for this, but you can put, you know, a little something for you with lots of love from me. And then I did make some to from little circles and put it on the back. So anyway, that is the way that I made this little gift card holder right here. My ribbon pull gift card holder. Now we'll move on to the next one, and this has been around a long time, and it is so super easy. It is a diaper fold treat pouch. And what I like about this, you can make it in any size you want. You have to start out with a square of designer series paper, or you can make it with cardstock. Just remember, cardstock's a little thicker. And you can create all different sizes. And I do have samples of several sizes here. Now this one I used an 8x8 square of designer series paper. But if you use a 4x4 inch square, you get this cute little pouch. And it holds a little Dove chocolate perfectly. So if you wanted to just have these maybe sitting on your Christmas table for just a little treat for everyone, that would be a fun thing to do. So that's the 4x4. This is the size bag it makes. And then here's the 6x6. Oops. It's a nice size to put candies or just, you know, little treats in there, or even little gifts. So there's the 4x4, 6x6, and like I said, this is the 8x8. And here's the one that's 10x10, so you could put some bigger treats in there, maybe even a pair of mittens. You could probably even put in here some things like, you know, you can get those individual packages of face mask, maybe nail file, a little bit of, what am I trying to think of? Nail polish, things like that. So this is getting to be a little larger of a pouch. Now, one thing, I made these one year, and I put a napkin in them, and then the utensils, a plastic spoon, fork, and knife for a little get-together that we had, and they were really cute. This was a good size for that. That's the 10x10. So 4x4, 6x6, 8x8, 10x10, and of course, here is the 12x12, and it's a really nice size. You can put some really good gifts in there. You could wrap up several cookies or candies, homemade ones that you've made, and then take it, you know, to your friends and neighbors. And another thing you can do with these, and the next few pouches I'll show you, you can put these in cellophane bags. Just drop them down in a cellophane bag that you can get, you know, like the Wilton bags for cookies and treats, or even the little party treat bags. I've gotten some at the dollar store, and they're clear, so you can just drop these down in there, tie a bow around that bag, and it makes the gift look even better. So anyway, this is the diaper fold, and I will show you how to do that. Like I said, mine will be the 8 by 8. Put those aside. So I have this piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm going to fold it. It's 8 by 8. I'm going to fold it in half diagonally, which I've already sort of done there to kind of help things move along. You know, and use your bone folder. And then this for me is the tricky part. You're going to take this and fold it over here, sort of towards the middle. That's not quite the middle, but it's close. So we're just going to lightly press down on that. Then I take this end and I fold it over here. Get it up even there. And then I just kind of look at it. And if this seems to be not too out of whack, because sometimes it can be a little out of whack, you'll have, like your triangle will look like it's more to the left or the right, this little point up here. So if it's looking pretty good, then I press these folds down with my bone folder. And I do it on the front and the back because this is doubled. And now all we have to do is flip this little flap down, right like this. Give it a good crease. And then I put my fingers inside, and then I hold it on the side like this and just kind of pop it out. And that kind of locks this into place. And then as you can see here, I just put a little greeting on it. So we'll do that. Since I didn't lose my greeting for this one. Here we go. Just peel the backs off, and then put that on our little gift pouch. And there you go. So that is the, better press my dimensionals down. So that is the little gift pouch. And as you can see in this one, I've just, the cocoa, the candy canes, just tied a little ribbon around it and put a little Hershey Santa chocolate in there. So there's that one. Let's see, I'm running out of space. So this one and this one and this gift card holder, these are basically the exact same pouch. This one is bigger. It is 8. It started out as a piece of cardstock that's 8.5 by 8.5. This one started out 8 by 8. The only difference is when you change the size is you have to change where you score. Now this is a gift card holder, but it's this pouch. I just scored right here from this edge to this edge and made just like a little envelope, and then I just tucked that down behind this, and that holds it in there, and you've got a little gift card holder. Now I also, for this one, you see this belly band is just 1 inch. On this one I made it 1.5 inches, and on this one it's 1.5 inches as well, because it really helps to hold the flap down. I also made the circle die cuts a size larger, because the mat, this green mat here, is actually the same size as the Designer Series paper here. And then this one is just one circle up, and that is the Stylish Shapes dies. So let's take a look, a little bit further look at this. This one, as you can see inside, I wanted there to be a little something more than just the green, so I lined it with some Designer Series paper. And I will show you how I did that. But also for this one, you'll notice there is a ribbon in the top. because I thought this would be so cute, especially after I had all these little Santa chocolates in there. I have a small Christmas tree at my house. It's 3 by 3. It's pre-lit with cute little lights. And I thought, you know, if you have a gathering at your home over Christmas, you could make these and hang them on a little tree like that. And then as guests arrive or leave or while they're there, you know, you can offer them a little party favor that's hanging on the tree. And now I did put a to and from on the back, but you wouldn't have to do that, especially if you're, you know, everybody's going to get one. You just hang them on the tree and then they can take, you know, choose the one they like. And this one, now, you might notice I've rounded the corners at the bottom and on the top on this one and this one. This one I did not round the corners, I just left them square, and this one's pointed. But if you want to, you can round your corners for either one of these pouches. That's totally up to you. We'll put our candy canes back in here. And you will note that I also lined this one. Now on the gift card, I did not. So that's up to you whether or not you want to line it, but I will show you how I did these. And we are going to, well, first of all, you need to start off with a piece of cardstock or designer series paper. And you need to decide if you want it to be 8 by 8 or 8.5 by 8.5, or, you know, any other size you desire. And this one I'm pretty sure is 8.5 by 8.5. Now, this piece of cardstock will make 2 pouches, because what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the trimmer. And let me make sure you can be able to see this. Let me move these for a little bit. Put this right here in the trimmer. And we are going to line up this point and this point way down here in the little cutting trough of the trimmer. And then we're just going to cut them in half. So now we have enough to make 2 of the pouches. Now we need to score. So for, I need to open my blade, or my arm. I think I need to go take a nap. I am not quite with it today. So when it's 8.5 by 8.5, you score at 4 and 8 inches across this long side of this triangle. So you can put it in the trimmer and you can say, okay, I need to go over to 4. Oh, well, there's 4, but how can I cut it down here and get it straight? Because we like to put our paper up against the little ledge here of the trimmer to keep it straight. Well, what you can do, see this line right here? We're going to line this paper, the edge of this paper, up on this line. And we are going to get the cutting blade out of the way. And now we've got this at 4, so we're going to score. Okay, now we need to go to 8. So we're going to move right along this line and go on down to 8. Line the edge of your paper up with that line. Make sure the point is at 8. And then we're going to score. And that's just how easy it is. And then all we have to do is fold. And there is the base for our pouch. We'll put the trimmer away. And I'm also going to put this away because we're going to make one using designer series paper. And I already have it cut. And I just folded it on the score lines and crisped them up with my bone folder. And then I used a corner punch to punch each of these corners in this point. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some adhesive here and here, and then close it. So let's get our matte craft sheet here and use the Stampin' Seal, or you can also use the tear and tape, something strong. You can use liquid glue if you like, if you're patient. I am not patient because you have to wait for it to dry. Yeah, that's not me. I'm just going to tuck in any of the adhesive that's sticking out on the edge, and then we just put this side down and this side down, and there is the pouch right there. And now we need a belly band using the opposite side of this designer series paper. I'm just going to put it now. I'm going to put this a little bit above where the paper meets. And I'll show you why in a bit. Just going to wrap this around. This is 1 inch by 9. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some adhesive right on the edge here. Now this belly band does not have to come on and off. So the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use some glue dots to secure it. I just want to be careful not to get any adhesive up in this area. So we'll take us a glue dot and we're going to put it right over here underneath that belly band. Take another one. I'm going to put it right under here, under that belly band. And that's going to hold it in place. If you want to put one on, oops, might take your big tool. If you want to put one on the back side, you sure can. Just slip it right under there. And there you go. And now we're ready to put a little greeting on there, and this says Merry Christmas, and I'm only going to put dimensionals down here at the bottom. You can also, if you'd rather, just use some adhesive like the Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus or anything like that. You can sure do that. Just make sure you get it just right along the bottom. We're going to peel these off. And we're going to place this right here. And then what we have at this point is this little treat holder. And I showed you how to just turn this score from here to here, then turn your flap down to do the gift card holder. But if you don't want to do that, you can I need to borrow a gift card here. We'll take it out of this one. You can just leave it like this and slide your gift card in like that. And again, another thought, you could punch the hole at the top, put some ribbon in, and actually hang these on the tree and have, to and from, if you give gift cards maybe on Christmas morning or something like that, or at family gatherings. So that is how you make this pouch and this pouch, and it's also how you make this pouch. But what I'm going to show you about this is how to do that liner. So I have the belly band, which for this one is 1.5 by 9 inches. I have the little warm wishes greetings. I have my base for my treat pouch, and again, this was cut from a square that's 8.5 by 8.5, so we scored at 4 1/8, and we're going to do this one just like we did the last one, except we're going to put some designer series paper in it. Now this designer series paper, what you do is you measure. How wide is this? Well, it happens to be 4 inches. So my cardstock is 4 inches wide. No, it is not. My cardstock is 3 7/8 wide. And the reason being, when you put it in here, you have to allow some space for these score lines and the folds. So that's why it's just a bit shorter, or a bit, not quite as wide, a bit narrower than the 4 inches across here. So measure, and it's usually better to measure on the back. Measure from here to here, because on this one, the size is different. So, you know, that was the 8 by 8 piece of Designer Series paper I used. So this is 4 inches. So then you take off 1/8 of an inch, so that's 3 7/8. Then you measure from this point down, and that was, I think, not quite 6 inches, or right at 6 inches. I'm not real sure, but I just cut this at 6. So it's 3 7/8 by 6. And then you have an option. You can just either slide this right in here, fold your flaps, turn it over, hold it, and cut it. Or you can adhere this down and then flip it and cut. I'm just going to hold it, make sure it's where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to just trim it. Make sure to get it in there evenly, because the 1/8 of an inch difference can make a difference at the top. But all we're going to do is just follow our cardstock. And there we go. And now we have a liner. So we're going to adhere that. Ooh, that would be cute too, wouldn't it? Both sides are cute. Okay. I'm just going to start right here, get it on the bottom, lined up with the top, and press. And now we can do these. I need to remember. Okay, so on this side we're going to put just a bit of adhesive along here, and then fold down. Okay, now we can put adhesive on this side. Well, I really missed on that one. But that's what I like about the tear and tape. You can, tear and tape and the Stampin' Seal, you can just fold it over. Now we just put this, line it up right there. There we go. And there is our little pouch. And of course you can put the belly band on it, and that's just like I did before. I'm just going to fold it around. Press it down. And if you want to put adhesive on maybe the back side of this, and that's fine. You can put it on however you care to put it on. I am going to just put a glue dot on the back, I think. If I can find what I did with them. There they are. Just slide it right under here and push. And that should keep it in place. And then we will use dimensionals to put our warm wishes. We will want to keep it pretty much towards the lower half of our greeting. And then we just put that right there, and then you can fill it with whatever you like. So that is the ideas I had for some treat packaging and for some gift card packaging, and some ideas that you things that you can do with this. Like I said, you could hang these on a little tree for party favors for guests. Or you know what? You could just forget the ribbon on this one, or this one. Just put them in a basket on maybe your countertop for your guest. So we have that. Of course, we have the gift card. And then we have our diaper fold. And we have our little ribbon pull gift card holder. So there you have it. And none of these take very long to make, so that's a plus. And the other thing I suggested was, putting them in the little cellophane bags I keep saying cellophane bags, and tie a ribbon around them to give as a gift, maybe, at work or at school or just for your friends and neighbors. Well, I want to thank you so very much for joining me, not only today, but throughout the past 3 months for these Stamp Happy Holidays videos. I do appreciate the support all of you have given me. I wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and a very happy and healthy 2024. So until next time, Stamp Happy.